Okay, here's the pack blaster. What I've got hooked up is just a power supply, so ground and the plus 12 volts. Just one switch, a wire here to play with some of the other switches, and then this is attached to just a little passive 5 1/4 inch system, stereo thing, and also have just an MP3 player and a cable here so you can hear all that. So let me fire up the power supply. Oh, great. And if you can see that, we have just a little red LED indicator there. Nice and blurry. So that just lets you know power is being applied. And then if you want to power it up, you can either power up with a switch, power down, or for me it's just easier to flip the switch that inverts the sense. Right now it thinks it's pulled up, so okay, now it's down. And so the standard stuff works. Just press the fire button. And then what we also added was you can now cycle between all 8 sounds that were in the video game. So that was the first one, and then with a short, really short click on the switch, hear that click, that's saying it went to the next mode. That's your boson darts. You can go to the next pack, so you heard that sound, that's the Slimer sound. So there's the Slimer, and next one's the slime tether sound. So instead of the slime pack, we can then move on to the next pack. You can hear the icing there a little bit, so this is the stasis. And it's got another mode in there too. Can't remember the name, sorry. And then there's the change up to the last type of pack. And it's also got a slower gun. So all the secondary features, you only get one, so if you hold it down, it's not going to let you fire again, so you have to let go. So then one more time, and then we're back to the regular pack. And if you wanted to add hum to any of these, just flip the switch. So there's the background hum for the regular pack. Background hum, it's the same for each pair. So we're going to go to the Slimer. The slime bubbling. There's the stasis one. Whoops, guess not fast enough. There, now you can hear that exciting, what is that, Jacob's Ladder going. Back to the regular pack. I'll just turn that off so you can hear just the sounds. So then, if you try to vent, that's the dry vent sound. Because there's really nothing to vent, you have to wait till there's enough heat in the pack. So if you fire for a while, so now the pack's warmed up, and you get a real vent. The other way you get a vent is the auto vent, so if you fire long enough. So after about 10 seconds you should hear the warning that we're overheating. And that forces the auto vent, which you just heard there, which is after it heats up enough, goes into the auto vent. And that means you're cool again, so there. And it keeps track of the heat and cools down slowly, so if you fire for quite a while. Let up, it's still warm. So it's still timing how long it's been on and off. Down again. Now we should be getting close. It's still warm, and then it stops beeping once it's cooled down below that hot threshold anyway. So that one, oh, and so we got power up, power down. That I think the only other one's the song. So just start it. And anything will stop the song. I mean, you can't stop it without playing some other sound. So if the pack's on, fire switch works. Just anything you do here will cause it to end. And if the pack's off, then pressing the switch or this won't work. You just can't get around it. So power down, or you can power up, doesn't really matter. If we plug in MP3 player, turn this guy on. So there you want to just use the volume control on the MP3 player. So then if we want to power up the pack at the same time, I guess you could. So just a simple little cable. I'll throw that in there too so you can play with that. Just power down, and that's just a simple little stereo jack in. It mixes the two channels together, so that way if you're only on the left or right channel, it still comes through fine. And then I'll just power the thing down. You should get this in a couple days.